Hey everyone, welcome back. So today I'm going to be reviewing CLIO's Crystal Glam Tint. I did, however, get only 7 shades. There's a total of 12 shades. 4 new shades actually came out recently. We have this very beautiful see-through like packaging. For the cap, it has a semi-see-through gradient of the lip color. For the brush tip, it's rounded and it's hollow. It angles slightly upwards, also very flexible as well. You probably know about a little information about this product. It's supposed to have this crystal-like gloss effect. It's supposed to have that transparent glass-like finish. Starting first, we have shade number 3, Blushed Peach. This is the gradient look. It's a semi-light and cool toned color. Sort of this vibrant hot pink lemonade color. A really nice pop of color. This would look really well for spring and summer. For the formula so far, it doesn't feel sticky. It doesn't feel waxy. It is actually quite lightweight, but it does feel summer moisturizing for the gradient look. It sort of has this candy-like glazed gloss finish. It does apply quite sheer and you can build up the color. For the full look, now I have a more pigmented pink lemonade color. It does again have a hot pink undertone. It's not super light and vibrant that it kind of washes out my face. It doesn't stand out too much. Quite natural. You will be able to see the wrinkles of their lips pretty well, but it does have a semi-blurring effect. Gives a very nice glazed like glistening gloss finish. It bounces pretty well on different angles of the lips. Beautiful glossy finish. Has that see-through like glossy finish that it claims to be. Also gives a very beautiful pout. Very pigmented as well, so a little does go a long way. Not really gel-like, but not really oil-like as well. It has this petroleum jelly type of formula, and it is a little bit thick. It doesn't feel heavy on the lips, but when you press your lips together like this, you'll be able to feel the thickness of the product, which kind of tells me that it could be very moisturizing. It doesn't have much of a watery formula. It is quite thick when you first apply it as well. And for the scent, it does have a semi-sweet scent. It's actually not too overwhelming. I also do like the blending finish of this, especially how it looks on my Cupid's bow. Really easy to blend and create that gradients blurred effect if you're into that. For the glossy finish, it kind of reminds me of Peripera's Water Bear Tint. Let's go ahead with the transfer test. Although the gloss has been blotted, you can sort of see a little bit of gloss reflection. Very pigmented stain as well. My lips do feel a little bit sticky, but it's not overwhelming. Next up, we have shade number 4, Pale Plum. This is a cool mute color, and you sort of have this purple shade. It does have a slight pink undertone, but it's quite subtle. Very MLB purple shade. For the full, you can see more of that purple color. It does look more like a violet purple. So here's a comparison with Beige Grape at the top. They do look a little bit similar to each other, but I'd say Beige Grape is a little bit more light. It does have more pink in it. For Pale Plum, it's about a few shades darker, and it does have more of a violet purple. Next up, we have shade number 6, Daily Mauve. It's a neutral and muted shade. After it oxidizes, you can start to see this pink purple color. A little bit similar to 4 Pale Plum, but Pale Plum has more purple in it. For 6 Daily Mauve, it has more pink and very subtle purple undertone. So here's a hand swatch with Beige Grape at the top. I'd say these two are the most similar. Next up, this is shade number 7, Modern Coral Beige. It's supposed to be a warm and dark color. Very sure it took me a few layers to apply the gradients look. It does have a little bit of a yellow undertone, sort of this milky caramel brown. Now it looks like a latte brown color. Now it's a lot more muted, a lot more pigmented. I think full look looks amazing. Looks very luxurious. For gradients areas or blurred areas like around the Cupid's bow or on the outer parts of the lips, you can see a little bit of that yellow undertone, but it's quite subtle. It doesn't look as warm. I'd say it's almost a neutral shade, slightly a little bit warm. I realize that the more layers you apply, the better the blurred finish. You can't really see the wrinkles of your lips, so the finish looks really good. However, there might be excess product, so just blot it and you should be okay. Let's do a quick hand comparison. At the bottom here, I have Modern Coral Beige. On this side, I have Brown Heaven and Macadamia You can see they have a similar muteness. I'd say that Modern Coral Beige looks more similar to Brown Heaven. Nucademia is a few shades darker, but very similar. Next up, we have number 8, Gentle Cinnamon. This is a warm and dark color, pink rosy color. Kind of reminds me of ROM&ND's Almond Rose, which I will also swatch after the full look. This shade was quite popular in the review section for Olive Young's Korean website and definitely doesn't disappoint. Very MLB-like. For the full look, now we can see a more mute and deeper rosy pink color. The red in this is quite subtle. So here's the hand swatch with Almond Rose at the bottom. Quite similar. Almond Rose can go about a few shades darker. Next up, we have number 9, Bare Peach. It's supposed to be a warm and light color. We sort of have this peachy orange color. It actually is not as light or vibrant as I thought it would look like. For looking at the promotional pictures, it's a lot more muted. A little pop of color, but not too much. It does look more like a fuchsia pink color with orange undertones. Balances out each other, creates this very beautiful color. A nice pop of color, and although it is the lightest shade out of this whole collection, it's actually not that vibrant. Probably because it oxidizes and mutes the color a bit. Last but not least, we have 11 Mellow Fig. Again, in addition to number 9, this is a new shade that recently came out. It's a warm neutral color. It sort of have this blush pink brown color. From the hand swatch, it does have a little bit of a coral undertone, which gives it that warmness, but we'll have to see for the full look. Sort of this muted blush pink brown color. It might look red under some certain lighting. A little bit similar to a Gentle Cinnamon. Let me just swatch them side by side. Alright, so here's your hand swatch of Mellow Fig at the top and Gentle Cinnamon at the bottom. They do have a similar muteness, but Mellow Fig at the top looks more like a pink brown color. It does have an orange undertone, which makes it more warm. For Gentle Cinnamon, it is a warm tone color, but it's not as warm as Mellow Fig. It doesn't have any orange in it. So in conclusion, I really like these shades. Overall, they do look quite similar to shades from other brands. The gradient stick and the full look can be 2 different shades. For the gradient stick, it has a sheer lip balm type of tint. For the full look, once it oxidizes, it's a deeper color. Very easy to create a sheer look, but also builds up the color to create a pigmented color. Very beautiful stain as well. Amazing gloss finish. Again, it reminds me of Peripera's Water Bear tint. One thing that I also find really impressive is that the stain, it doesn't turn red. For glossy lip tints, I find that there's usually a red stain, which can make it a little bit difficult to remove the color or to reapply and keep that color. For the Crystal Glam Tint formula, you have the color as the stain, which makes it easier to reapply. So that pretty much wraps up today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.